Arch versus Fedora. Linux's lab versus bleeding edge. Arch or Fedora? Which one should you run on your laptop, desktop, or workstation? Today we peel back the philosophies, the install experience, the update model, and the day-to-day trade-offs so you can decide which distro actually fits your workflow. One sentence elevator pitches. Set the stage. Arch is the DIY lab, minimal base, user-built, rolling updates. Fedora is the curated bleeding edge, fresh software, strong defaults, and a predictable release lifecycle backed by Red Hat. Core philosophies. Why they exist. Arch's philosophy centers on simplicity, user control, and a minimal starter system you build up yourself. It's a learning distribution by design. Fedora's philosophy focuses on delivering a modern, secure OS with recent technologies packaged and tested for general users and developers. It also acts as an innovation upstream for Red Hat's enterprise offerings. Installation and first impressions, manual versus polished. Installation is where the difference becomes visceral. Arch gives you a minimal environment and a terminal-based install process. You partition, configure, and assemble everything, which means you learn the stack and control every decision. Fedora provides a polished graphical installer and a ready-to-use desktop, Fedora Workstation, so you get a complete modern desktop experience straight away. Package management and update models, rolling versus point releases. Updates are the heart of the user experience. Arch is a rolling release. Packages flow continually, so you're almost always on very recent versions. That gives immediate access to new features but requires proactive maintenance and occasional troubleshooting. Fedora follows a roughly 6-month release cycle with supported lifetimes. You get recent upstream packages, but within a more predictable, tested release window. The toolset, pacman plus AUR versus DNF and official repos. Arch's package manager, pacman, is fast and lightweight, and the community-maintained AUR, Arch User Repository, gives access to an enormous set of user-contributed packages. That unlocks practically any software you want, but comes with a higher trust and maintenance responsibility. Fedora uses DNF, the successor to Yum, and well-curated official repositories. DNF is robust, scriptable, and designed for predictable dependency handling in production-like environments. Stability, support, and maintenance. Which one's more stable? It depends on your definition. Fedora aims for a balance, recent upstream software that's tested and packaged by maintainers with clear upgrade paths. Arch's rolling model is stable for many users, but because packages are updated continuously, you may sometimes confront breakage that requires manual fixes, which is why Arch users often lean on the exceptional Arch Wiki and community guides. Performance and customization. If you want a lean system tailored to a particular workload, Arch gives you that power. Install only what you need, choose your init, your window manager, and tweak every subsystem. Fedora gives sensible, optimized defaults for GNOME, Wayland, developer tools, and container tech, so performance is excellent out of the box without manual tuning. Community and ecosystem. Both communities are healthy but different. Arch's community is DIY-focused. The Arch Wiki is legendary and often solves problems for other distros too. Fedora's community includes volunteer contributors plus sponsorship from Red Hat, which brings more formalized governance, regular releases, and strong ties to enterprise ecosystems. Who should pick which? Shortlist. Choose Arch if you love hands-on control, want to learn the internals, and enjoy tailoring a system from the ground up. Arch is excellent for tinkerers, hobbyist devs, and anyone who treats their machine as a lab.
Choose Fedora if you want modern software with strong defaults, predictable updates, and ties to enterprise workflows. It's great for developers, designers, and professionals who want new features without daily maintenance. Practical tips for switching or testing. If you're indecisive, try both. Run Arch in a VM or install Fedora Workstation on a spare partition. Back up before big upgrades, read release notes, and practice rollback strategies. For Arch, bookmark the Arch Wiki. For Fedora, follow release notes in the DNF upgrade docs. Final verdict. There is no single winner. Arch is the laboratory. Ultimate control, more hands-on maintenance, and unmatched customization. Fedora is the curated bleeding edge. Modern features, predictable life cycles, and polished defaults. Pick the one that matches how much control you want versus how much time you want to spend maintaining your system. Which do you prefer and why? Drop a comment. Tell me about your setup, the times you fixed a system after an update, or that moment Fedora just worked for a client. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. I've got deep dives coming on Zorin, Cosmic, and a hands-on Arch walkthrough. See you next video.
Thanks for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for daily videos. Bye.